Hey guys, Wyatt here, the Coastal Agent. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the 1031 exchange. I'll go over what it is, some of the rules that you have to qualify for it, some of the challenges, provide you some solutions, and potentially some ways that you can avoid the capital gains tax altogether. So what are we waiting for? Let's jump in. Okay, so 1031 really is just in reference to the 1031 section of the IRS tax code. And that says in its purest form that an investor can defer capital gains tax as long as they're selling an investment property and buying something of like kind, another investment property. Now, you're not going to actually physically go exchange it like, oh, I have my property and trading the deed to another property of the one that you're going to purchase. So that's where a third party, a neutral third party, or an intermediary or an accommodator will come in and handle that. So they're acting as a neutral third party. They're going to hold the sale proceeds, any profits that you're receiving from the sale of that one property, to avoid triggering a capital gains tax. They hold that into an escrow account and they have those funds available when you need to make a transfer on the up leg of the property. They also handle all the paperwork. So like I said, there's a couple rules that have to be in place in order for this to qualify for the deferred taxes. The first one is going to be that the purchase of the new property has to be equal to or greater in value than the property that you're going to sell. Now, you can sell one property and buy multiple properties, or vice versa. You can sell one property and buy multiple properties. But whatever you sell, the total of that has to be less than or equal to whatever you're purchasing. The other rule is that once you close escrow on the sale of the properties you're exchanging out of, you have up to 45 days to identify 3 properties and notify the IRS of them. And then the third element is that of those properties, you have to close one of them in 6 months after closing escrow on the property you're exchanging out of. Now, obviously that can be a little bit scary with those time frames, especially in a low inventory market like what we're experiencing right now. So they do have a couple of other options that are available. One of them is called a DST, which is a Delaware Statutory Trust, or the QOZ, which is a Qualified Opportunity Zone Fund. Now, these are basically kind of more like a fund, so it's not hinging on a specific property. You're basically buying into like an investment portfolio, so it makes it a little bit easier to just basically put those in. If you can't, you're under that 45-day window and you can't identify, you can swing them into that to avoid the capital gains. Also, on the Qualified Opportunity Zone, there's another caveat depending on how long you own it, but if you own that for 10 years or more and sell, you potentially could avoid paying capital gains altogether. So a lot of great information in there. Obviously, there's a lot of details here that I wasn't able to cover. If you have any questions, you need a good referral to a intermediary or accommodator, go ahead and reach out to me. If you have any questions or needs in real estate, I'm here for you. 619-200-3236 or on the web at sdcoastalagent.com. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Make it a great day.